So, Martine, we've gone back quite a while. You do loans and mortgages, and the book here. Tell us a little bit about that, the curiosity theory, because that's really why I wanted to bring you on, was to talk more about this and the real estate side. I'm really interested to see what this is to you and how you've been able to create a story and get it out there.
Well, thanks for asking. Like it says in the book, I started in the real estate business back in 1985. I was just a young tyke. I was 19 years old when I got my license. And the way I thought you did business was you just were a tough guy. You were like a tough negotiator. So when you had a deal as a real estate agent, young real estate agent, I thought I had to just, exude my force, like this is the way we're going to do it. Boom. And I did that for a while. And I found out after a while that I had just crushed a lot of people. And when I went back to kind of look at the carnage, it wasn't a good sight, but I didn't know what to do. It's what they teach you on TV, on the movies, and go in there and negotiate hard and
close.
Exactly, and so that's what I did. I just did that, and when I started, in my 30s, I started to see that it's not really the way to do business. But I had done that for so long that I just didn't know another way. And a few years later, I got married, and I kind of, I thought I was a good guy, but I kind of did the same thing. I just made sure I won. I made sure I won when there was a conflict in my house. My wife, she's a sweet, smart, strong woman, but when it came to, arguments, I always had to win. Always had to win. Always had to have the last word. And then one day, we got in this really kind of a simple argument. It wasn't even about anything. I don't even remember what it was about, but I remember that I didn't talk to her the whole weekend. And it was Sunday afternoon, and I was sitting on my couch, and she was in the bedroom, sitting on the bed. And I just started thinking, this is like it was like when I was a kid, the way my dad treated me. And I said, I can't live my life this way. I can't do what to my wife, which I've been doing for a while, what my father did to me when I was a kid. So I got up, and it was one of the longest walks I've ever made in my entire life. I walked over, just slowly. It felt forever. And I opened that door, and when I opened the door, my wife had like the biggest smile because she knew I was there to make up. And I told her what happened. I said, this is what I've gone through, and I've got to figure out a different way to deal with people, to deal with her, but really to deal with myself. So we went for a walk on the beach. And it was a beautiful afternoon, Sunday afternoon. We went for a walk on the beach, and as I was walking on the beach, I was realizing that I've had all these kind of struggles my whole life with fights and, just different situations. And I saw that there was a way that, that kind of a common theme to my life. And then as I was thinking, I saw a couple fights that I'd gotten into. This one idea that happened to me, this thing, that memory actually I had when I was in 7th grade, 8th grade, is I got in this fight with this guy that was huge. And right when he was about to hit me, like seriously, like just punch me, I looked at him, I said, John, why are we fighting? And he dropped his hands. And my wife said, it was curiosity. You asked him a question, and when you ask somebody a question, it gets them to stop fighting. It gets them to relax a little bit. And that's why I came up with the curiosity theory.